This one simple mindset shifted everything for me internally, and I contribute a lot of my success to it. Because after the last 100 days of removing drugs, alcohol, sex, masturbation, waking up at 4 a.m. every day, going to therapy, actually, taking a relationship course, doing cold approach every single day, self-reflection, 6+ hours of deep work inside of my business. I've been on a crazy routine, guys. I also got lean. I don't know if you can see the fucking lighting out here, but also lost a lot of weight, leaned out, my diet, my physique, everything's been dialed in. And a lot of it has to do with this one mindset. So if you could take this and implement it into your own life, I think instantly you'll start to see a result and become more disciplined, which will lead to more consistency, which will lead you to those bigger breakthroughs that you need to hit that level of discipline and consistency to have the big breakthroughs to hit that next level for yourself, right? So throughout this whole journey, in all of these different areas, whether it was sexual, whether it was temptations with food, whether it was exercise and movement, whether it was social, whether it was financial or business related, all of those areas, we have temptations and cravings to stop doing the hard work and start doing the comfortable thing. I'm tired of my diet. I want to eat bad food. I'm tired of waking up early. I want to sleep in. I'm tired of working out. I want to take a rest day. I'm tired of filming content. I want to watch a movie. I'm tired of socializing. I want to stay home and be introverted, play video games. Right? There's the opposite of all of those. And I've been dialed the fuck in with these 100 days in a row. Probably the best performance of my life. My business skyrocketed and all these other areas of my life in terms of, I could go on and on and on. But let me get to the fucking meat and potatoes for you. Because as you're facing temptation and cravings in these different areas, which will inevitably happen, it's either going to happen a couple days into starting a new routine, it's going to happen a week in, it's going to happen a month in, I don't know. But I've managed to do it 100 days in a row. And what I noticed is that it's the small thoughts of temptation that creep in that you entertain. I didn't say you give into it, but you entertain it. You start fantasizing about whatever the thing is. If you're giving up drugs, you start thinking about that. Oh, I can't wait till this streak's over and I'm gonna go smoke. If it's on the diet, oh, I can't wait till Sunday because I'm gonna have that thing. Can't wait till blank so I could do blank bad thing that's unaligned with your goal. And here's the thing, is that anytime I catch myself thinking like that, this is the mindset shift right here. Anytime I catch myself, keyword, I catch myself thinking about that, I then give myself the complete opposite thought. I offset the temptation thought with the opposite thought. And this actually just happened today too. I was thinking about the diet because I've been getting lean. I've been in a deficit for the last couple of days. And I was thinking, man, I should really have a day of being in surplus. I was thinking about all the foods I would eat. And then I had a thought, which is the inverse. I said, hold on, what if I only ate like this every day for the rest of my life? Like, what if this was my new diet? What if the foods I'm eating right now was just the only foods I eat? Because I have a very healthy, whole food based diet, no junk food, no sugars, nothing. It's just eggs, potatoes, rice, beef, honey, and yogurt. Really, like that's like the whole diet. So I was thinking, because I was thinking about these cheat meals and I was watching these things on Instagram. I was scrolling, caught myself scrolling while I was taking a shit. And I started coming across these food ideas. I was like, damn, that would be nice. But then I was like, let me stop entertaining this thought, because that's what really leads to a full-blown fantasy, which leads to you thinking about something so much in terms of temptation that it becomes the reality. Like, you think the thought into reality. That's why it's fucking powerful. And that's why thinking the opposite offsets the fucking temptation. Because if I keep thinking about the temptation, it's just a matter of time. I put more life into the thing. It keeps growing. It keeps getting stronger. There's more neural pathways going to this fucking other idea. And if that's all you're doing, it's like a piggy bank that you're just putting $1 into until it becomes an overwhelming amount that you can't resist the temptation anymore. At some point, it's going to inevitably cave in because you're programming your brain to start thinking like that in terms of a timeline. So by offsetting it in the extreme opposite direction, I've noticed, for whatever reason, it balances it out. Instead of the 1% temptations just building up, it offsets it in the opposite direction and almost creates a reality of like, well, dude, maybe that actually is possible. Maybe it is possible I could go and just do this indefinitely. And then the further you go into it, and the more you think that way, the more you're like, wow, I could actually probably do this. The same way I think I could genuinely go the rest of my life without ever smoking weed, nicotine, alcohol. So be aware of the story you're telling yourself, and what are the cravings that you're trying to stop yourself from doing. But what are those temptations? What are those temptations that creep in? You got to be the observer of your thoughts. You got to be aware of, oh shit, I notice that my brain keeps triggering this thought, this craving. My brain keeps thinking about this one thing and how it's getting excited to have this thing. You can observe your thought and not identify with it, and then create the opposite thought intentionally to offset that temptation. And that's what I've been doing for a lot of things. The diet, I was like, well, what if I just eat like this indefinitely? I could definitely go another month. Fuck a craving. The craving's cool. But what I don't do is, Sunday, oh, let me start thinking about these recipes. Oh, blah, blah. Nah, I go the opposite direction. Sunday, no. Another month. Fuck it. Just for having that thought, another month. And something about that, it just fixes the timeline. It puts me back in check. And then I also, what you also do in that moment is you just think about the better version of yourself. You think about you right now, but just like enhanced on so many different levels. And it's like, how would that guy react to the craving? And then you could give yourself permission to just act like that dude right now. Just imagine how that guy would respond to it, or that situation, or that social situation, or that content piece. And it doesn't need to be you right now. You can say, oh, but that's not me. It doesn't need to be you. You just imagine that guy, and you can tap into that dude when you have a moment of weakness. And the more you can tap into that guy, the more you'll actually just become that guy, which is the crazy thing. Like, you can start to envision the future, better version of yourself right now, and how he would act in a lot of these situations with the temptations, with the mindset, with the action taking. Just imagine how he would respond, how he would move, how he would fucking demolish that thought internally. Whatever that thought is, just demolish that fucking thought. Gone. Not even a fucking thought. Tap into that guy more. It's powerful. It's a really powerful thing. I've done it over the last 10 years, and I've slowly become that guy. And as I've become that guy, the new version of the internal guy gets even bigger. There's the weak version of yourself that you look down on. That's the guy that gives in the fucking temptation. That's the guy I hear talking. When I have the thought, I'm like, oh, that's the fucking loser version. That's the old version of me. That's the weak version of me. It's the beta version of me. He talks like this. He looks fat. He's not successful. He's still in his mom's basement. That's the dude I imagine talking when the weak thoughts come in. I identify that with the whack version. When the temptation's there, I think about the strong version, how he would respond to those things. If you could do that all day, man, that's powerful. Use that today, okay? Use that today. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you want to work with me, links in the description. Peace out.